Hi, welcome to the channel, Cacti New England. I'm Ty. I got a new package today. We're going to open that up. We're coming to the end of our growing season here in New England. So I don't typically get too many things in this time of year. We are getting a little bit late in the season. So let's get this opened up and see what we got to pot up. Pretty well packaged here. You never know, you order from different people, they all kind of seem to package a little bit differently. I can see there's a really good root system here. Pour off some of that old soil. It's pretty dry, which is great. This time of the year here in New England, if something is cold, you don't really want to and cold at the same time. This is a Euphorbia Stellata. This is an amazing plant. This looks fantastic. It's got a giant caudex here. Feels really healthy, nice and firm. Really great looking plant. Pretty excited about getting this one potted up. This is the second one that I have in my collection. This one's a little bit different. Get some of those bigger or smaller roots off the top. I'm going to get this potted up in a terracotta pot. I like to use terracotta with mostly all of my succulents and cactus. It wicks away the water from the roots so that they don't get wet and soggy. You don't want that in your roots. That's the first way to kill a plant. Look at this, it's a really good root system. So I'm thinking that this 4-inch pot is going to be really nice. I want to plant this kind of higher so that I can expose some of this really nice looking caudex. And I'll keep that right out of there. Let me start out with some of the soil that I use. Cactus and succulent soil. Let's get a little bit in there to start out with. There we are. I'm going to reach for my chopstick. I use this kind of fill the voids that are down there. You want to get rid of some of the air pockets within the soil. Again, I'm not going to water this plant for quite some time. I want to make sure that if I do have any air pockets in the soil, I want to get rid of those. I can kind of tap this. I don't want to push it too tight up against the roots, but I do want to make sure that I have enough to hold the plant steady so that it's not falling over in the pot. So I will continue to add to that without being too tight. I do have some soil mixed in here as well as some perlite, so you'll see some of the wet that the white that I have in here. This soil was left outside. We did have some rain this past weekend. I did have it covered, but it does seem to have a little bit more moisture in it than what I would like. It's not wet by any means, but it is still wetter than what I would like for a new soil. But I'm okay with that. I just won't water this for quite some time. You want to make sure that if you do any damage in the roots during shipping, during unpotting to get shipped here, you want to let those roots kind of heal without adding water to them. Once they start to heal, they will be fine without any, then they can absorb water afterward. But I want to take this. I think this looks really good. I have the caudex sticking out of there pretty well. I can remove any of the roots that are higher up on the caudex that I know aren't doing anything. But it did have a great set of roots here. So you can see this plant. It's really nice. It's got some brand new growth coming from the center. It's got some stones in there too. That was just settling from packing and shipping. This plant did come all the way to Massachusetts from California, but it shipped pretty quickly. I think I ordered it about 4 days ago and took the weekend, but it got here. And again, it's a really beautiful plant. Very different than the one I have already. I like this a lot. This is great. Again, a Euphorbia Stellata. Amazing plant. Make sure it's in there pretty well. I want to press it in a little bit, give it a little bit of pressure, like I said. Just nothing to, I don't want to suppress the roots. I don't want to push on them too hard. But that's great. I will let this dry out a little bit because it's wetter than I'd like it to be. But that should be fine. Within a couple of days, I'll see what it looks like. I can reevaluate at that time. If I want to water it, I can. Like I said, I don't think I'll water this for at least maybe 2 weeks, and I'll see what this looks like. Here it is the end of the first week in September here in New England that we start to get cold. We have the high 40s, early 50s at nighttime. It's getting a little bit chilly. I'm going to start bringing everything in soon. I don't want to leave stuff out too much to get under 50 too often. It's not going to hurt any of these to get to that temperature by itself, but you don't want to do it for a long extended period of time, especially if they're wet. If your plants are wet and they get cold, that can kill them. It can really rot the roots out very easily. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen. Again, great plant. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to give you a second, let you do the like right now. It really helps out the channel. Give me a minute. Thank you. Like and thank you for watching. That's all I got for you. Thanks so much. This is my second Euphorbia Stellata plant that I have in my collection. You can see how different they are. This has a caudex as well. This has a caudex as well, but it's very different. Really nice plant still. You can see the similarities, but yet they're very different. Here I have them both together. You can see the similarities. But yet they're very different. See how I planted this one higher? You can expose more of the caudex. And this one's kind of buried a little bit deeper. You can still see the caudex in there. Still both very amazing plants.